Syria's civil war, the fall of Bashar Al-Assad, and the end of an era. On 8 December 2024, the long-standing regime of President Bashar al-Assad officially ended as opposition forces took control of Damascus, marking a pivotal moment in Syria's tumultuous history. Assad, who ruled Syria for over 2 decades, fled the country as rebel forces breached the capital, signaling the collapse of a 53-year-long Assad family dynasty. This marks the conclusion of one of the most devastating civil wars in modern history, a conflict that began in 2011 as part of the Arab Spring uprisings. A history of violence and conflict. Syria's descent into chaos began with peaceful protests demanding political reforms and greater freedoms. However, the Assad regime's violent crackdown on dissent led to a nationwide uprising. Over time, the conflict evolved into a multifaceted civil war involving numerous rebel factions, extremist groups like ISIS, and international powers, including Russia, Iran, Turkey, and the United States. The war decimated Syria's infrastructure and economy, resulting in the deaths of over 500,000 people and displacing millions more. The Assad government, often accused of war crimes, relied heavily on foreign support to maintain its grip on power. However, internal corruption and economic collapse weakened the regime, creating opportunities for opposition forces to regain momentum in recent years. The final offensive. In late 2024, a coalition of opposition forces, including the Southern Front and Hayat Tahrir al-Sham (HTS), launched a coordinated offensive. They captured key territories, including Aleppo and Homs, effectively cutting off Assad's forces from the coastal regions. By December, they entered Damascus with little resistance, marking the culmination of months of strategic planning and international support. Neighboring countries, including Lebanon and Jordan, closed their borders in response to the rapid developments, and the UN called for urgent discussions to facilitate a peaceful political transition. What lies ahead? The fall of Assad opens a new chapter for Syria, but the road to stability remains uncertain. The country faces immense challenges, including rebuilding its shattered cities, addressing humanitarian crisis, and fostering political reconciliation among deeply divided factions. The international community, which played varied roles throughout the conflict, now faces the task of supporting Syria's transition without reigniting tensions. The end of Assad's rule is celebrated by many Syrians as a moment of liberation, yet the scars of war and years of authoritarian rule will take decades to heal.